Ladies and gentlemen, Evergreen Intel says, I find that with the threat of war looming, I've been slightly more encouraged to have that meal out, hanging out with that friend instead of not, or doing things I always put off but always wanted. Life's short, go see all the things. And yes, today Mars entered Capricorn. And so it is going to be war plus. And then later tonight, the moon enters Scorpio. And so expect the next 48 hours to be a little extra crazy. Major stock markets fell 2, 3, and 4% in the red. And then they bounced back to the green. But the SPX closes green after 4% at intraday lows, dating back to 1928. 4% lows to a green close only happened twice before, both in October of 2008, right after news of the Lehman Brothers bankruptcy. And so, yeah, dude, it's weird. It's going to stay weird. And then we've got America's Plutonian return on February 20th. And so expect 2022 to keep getting 2022 year. Now, hey, let's talk about something kind of simpler. That would be the weather. Now, as you may know, my opinion, when you have Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde, models are going to be a bit wonky. And so models are having one heck of a time figuring out how bad and big the storm on the 29th is going to be. And that is about 100 hours away. The JMA would have it almost making landfall on New York. E-Weather showing us the 18Z hot off the presses Euro ensemble tracks from top to bottom. Major impacts once again from this run, depending on how far west it gets. Remember, the snow will be on the outside to the west of the low. But if the Euro were to verify, then the Northeast would be getting one heck of a blizzard or snowstorm. But the latest GFS run, or let me use Chris Crapon's word, 18Z GFS ruins the Saturday nor'easter winter storm potential for much of New England, including most of Connecticut, with low snowfall totals of a few inches. He believes it's a fluke. The MSLP difference at Saturday 12Z is shown from previous runs and this run. And so, while most models are suggesting it will be a very impactful storm to people in New England, possibly New York, maybe even New Jersey area, the latest GF is like, nah, I changed my mind. It's a nothing burger. Asterisk, unless you're like way over here, then it's a burger. Now let's dip around the planet to strange or bad weather. Tropical storm Anna has caused widespread flooding in Madagascar, including the capital city, raising the death toll from recent heavy rains to 34 people and displacing tens of thousands, officials say. And then Turkey and Greece have been getting a blizzard, and here Philip Papin, who's always yapping about cool weather stuff, is talking about the incredible capture of what appears to be a waterspout making landfall in Greece in sub-freezing conditions, which would also make it a Snownado. So check this out. This is definitely sci-fi weather. You know what I'm saying, man? Speaking of weather and e-weather, let's kick it back to his breakdown, which shows pretty good of like, it's pretty much either going to land on this side, which would cause a major heavy interior snow, or if it lands on this side, primary snow everywhere. And then if it lands over here, it's only a glancing blow. So 2 of the 3 options suggest an impactful storm system Friday and Saturday night. George Alvarez showing us pretty cool filaments popping off on the sun right now. And we went from 1 sunspot to now we're back up to 3 sunspots. So let's hope that helps with all the crazy energy. You got a decent amount of moisture passing over the south in the Gulf right now as we speak, with the majority of it in Louisiana, heading to Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia. As you got a bit of a clip-out moving up through the Connecticut and New Yorky kind of areas. And here we check out the potential over the next 48 hours. And I don't think enough is being said about the possible ice in Texas in about 36 to 40 hours, and this would be for the west side of Texas. So you would be getting snow and possibly ice and then rain down souther. But if you check out the 3 to 7 day U.S. hazards outlook, you'll see that it'll be quite busy in a few days. Heavy precipitation and heavy rain for the northwest, and then you get much below normal temperatures, heavy snow, high winds, significant waves, heavy precipitation, more heavy snow for the northeast. Weather Jones showing us a pretty cool display of optics here in Grand Forks this morning. Note the rare 46-degree halo outer ring, a first for him in person. And yeah, it is definitely always super cool to see that. God is great, yo. And in Mars and Capricorn news, nunchucks are now legal across New York. Yeah, it was a weird and wild day, and remember, we still got about 100 hours of Venus retrograde, so expect it to be a weird and wild week, man. James Webb Space Telescope is now in the Lagrange 2 orbit, and it still has a lot of stuff to do before it kicks into science operations and starts to give us some badass, hopefully, infrared photographs. Here, Chris crept on and said, hey, wait for it. Freezing rain and snow in the Texas Panhandle and beyond early Wednesday morning. So as the moisture moves out on Tuesday of East Texas, you get the snow moving down into New Mexico, Oklahoma, and then you'll start to be getting some ice in West Texas. Yeah, the nor'easter, it'll either be a super major storm, it'll be a middle-of-the-road storm, or it'll be a total disappointment. My weather radar trying to break it down, what we do know and what we don't know. Major nor'easter likely to form off the the eastern seaboard, assuming instigating ingredients phase or overlap. Serious band of moderate to heavy snow west of track. System could rapidly intensify into meteorological bomb. What we don't know, exact track, who gets hefty snow, if heftiest snow remains offshore, where rain snow lines set up, if ingredients will phase. Ed Pietrowski giving us an example of the 122 18Z GFS to the 124 18Z GFS for South Carolina and North Carolina. Yeah, the models have been windshield wipery. Apparently, Alaska is a whole lot warmer than normal climatological average for now. But it's always winter somewhere, and rare heavy snow paralyzes Greek capital and disrupts flights. That's pretty spectacular looking. And feels definitely mythological, but it's real. Tomer Berg, while we've been focusing on an impending East Coast snowstorm, interesting weather is happening in the high latitudes. An exceptionally deep cyclone was analyzed at 933 millibars just east of Svalbard this morning, the lowest on record for this time of the year. So yeah, dude, it's just a weird month all around so far. Super duper happy birthday to Space River News. And yeah, it's falling iguana alert as temperatures in Florida dropped to the 30s, which means some reptiles froze and fell out of trees on Monday. Don't worry, Fred. That's what the woman who found him named him. Will thaw out once temperatures warm up. Try to maintain a sense of humor if you can. McDonald's asking, how are you people who run crypto Twitter accounts doing? Rebecca was like, supersized? And as Planetary Defense Commander, I'm still rattled from the shockwaves of the volcano eruption that was that only like 10 days ago? Diego Aliaga. It is amazing that after 7 days, the Tonga eruption shockwave continues to circle the planet, the snow globe, and can still be detected in the infrared by geostationary satellites. So, yeah, man. And remember, that was like the omen to kick off what the year would start. Although technically, the Chinese New Year 2022 doesn't start for 1 week, and the astrological New Year doesn't start until March. So you can pick and choose where you want to, I guess. Daphne Tolis, one of the most popular islands in Greece, is covered in snow, and that's Mykonos. I would love to visit Greece someday. Yeah, Greece looks beautiful covered in snow. I can't remember time I saw it covered in snow. And if you hadn't heard, parts of Florida were colder than Alaska on Monday, because, yeah, everything's really that weird. Now let's all pour some beer out for all the celebrities we've lost to NFTs. All right, so buckle in for a super weird week on every single level. Okay, dokie. And I'm only talking funny because Mercury's retrograde. Asterisk. And oh yeah, I got like 6.5 days left and 6 days left in my January fundraiser. It's been weird. Remember, I got suspended for a week by YouTube? What a crazy month. But if you would like to contribute, it would be greatly appreciated. You guys have been so good to me. I'm doing my best to give you guys excellent information all the time to help me stay up and running. You can make a contribution to my snail mail, which is mailbox. I got a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, Patron. Nothing but love for Barbara, Greg, Christopher, and everybody in Asteroid Fight Club. I will be talking to y'all in the near future because I got some pep in my step with Mars and Capricorn, apparently. And every day we get closer to spring. So everybody stay cool, and I will talk to y'all in the near future. God bless everyone. Oh yeah, and pretty please pray for peace and the health of everyone everywhere.